Hey people, this is how to save rock. And I think that we're going to save rock between us, just you and me right now, because we're back in Prog land. And whoa, did I used to love this band when I was a teenager and even into my 20s. This is Nektar. Nektar with a K is an English progressive rock band originally stationed in Hamburg, Germany. Their style is informally called krautrock, more for their lack of blues patterns than for where they worked. They may be more accurately referred to as space rock, but are nothing like Hawkwind, maybe a little more like Pink Floyd, but without all the hallucinogens. Here's the lineup: Roy Albrighton on guitars and vocals, Alan Taft Freeman on keyboards, Derek Moore on bass, and Ron Howden on drums. Nektar has been a favorite of mine since I saw them at the old joint in the woods in Pine Brook, New Jersey in the late 70s. My friends at Fairly Ridiculous venerated the Down to Earth album. Are you ready for this one? You will like it. Now, I was convinced Remember the Future was about the second coming. And I heard the band now lived in Morristown, New Jersey, but neither notion was accurate. 1971, Journey to the Center of the Eye. It's a 140-minute track. A Saturn-bound astronaut is cautioned by semi-friendly extraterrestrials to tell them that the Earth is in peril. Pollution, disco, whatever. Act 2 is Remember the Future. I get it. Aliens disapprove of nuclear war, and I'm okay with that. 1972, Tab in the Ocean. Another long instrumental interlude. Nektar is going to do that. This is not a top 40 kind of band. It's also not like the Dead. They don't jam. 73, Sounds Like This. Improvised live in the studio. A cult following from word of mouth and scant promotion. The band at its heaviest, and they seem to like giant staring eyeballs. 1973, Remember the Future. Ooh, I love this album. I had this cassette blasting away on my car stereo during my first drive up into the Rocky Mountains in Colorado. Here's the songs. 1, Images of the Past. 2, Wheel of Time. 3, Remember the Future. 4, Confusion. 5, Returning Light. 6, Questions and Answers. Answers and questions. 7, Tomorrow Never Comes. 8, Path of Light. Number 9, Recognition. Number 10, Let It Grow. This is a mental exercise to listen to this album from beginning to end. It really takes you on a trip. Not that kind of trip, but kind of like it too. It's very mind manifesting. The next album, their follow up, Down to Earth, this was kind of like a spacey circus theme. Number 1, Astral Man. This single charted in the US. Number 2, Nellie the Elephant. Number 3, Early Morning Clown. Number 4, That's Life. Number 5, Fidgety Queen. Number 6, Oh Willie. Number 7, Little Boy. Number 8, Show Me the Way. And number 9, Finale. Again, mind manifesting. in 75, their recycled album. Now this album had some environmental concerns. The first side of part one was only recycled energy remains. That was their theme. All that was left was garbage to be recycled. And the second side, part two, tourism ruins the wilderness. Yeah, that sounds a little political. Alberton left in 76 prior to the release of Magic as the Child. Dave Nelson took over guitar and vocals. The narrative includes Norse myths, magic, railroads, and truck drivers. I did not expect much of an Alberton-less Nektar, but I do like this album. It's full of pomp and harmonies and glistening guitar runs. I've apparently become more partial to glistening guitar runs in my Prog Nog. 1978, Nektar dissolved. 79, Alberton returned, and so did Freeman, and Nektar lives again. 80, Man in the Moon. This was not good. Number 82, the band dissolves again, of course, right? But in 2000, Nektar is regrouped again. 2001 came out with Prodigal Son. Funny, because I was thinking the band should go back and listen to Remember the Future, and this album does just that. It doesn't help, but marks for effort, I guess. Jesus Christ Superstar? Come on. They appeared at Nearfest with classic lineup. Steve Hackett Band was also nearby. Sadly, Nektar's management was convicted of fraud and forgery, and the band split up again. But in 2004, Evolution, new album. Ron Howden is back on drums. I had missed his energy. I'd also missed Nektar. Who are these guys? It's not my Nektar. Freeman left again. 2008, The Book of Days. Now this definitely sounds nothing like Nektar. Krakatoa track seems more derivative of nu metal than prog. And there are really quite enough nu metal bands in the post-grunge area, don't you think? 2011, Space Rock Invasion Tour. Whoop-de-doo. In 2012, Time Machine. Spacey, Mexico. Don't drink the Nektar. Good news. In 13, Cruise to the Edge. Yay! And Ocean Liner and Prog bands combined. You buy your ticket, you get on the Ocean Liner, you go down to the Bahamas, and you listen to different prog bands every day of the trip. Wow. Doesn't cost as much as it sounds. Now, in 2016, Alberton died of an undisclosed illness. In 2018, the Megalomania Tour with the new Nektar. They're back. Yeah, Prog has some things to say for it and against it. I'll say that there are a lot of prog bands that I have discovered that I have found incredibly impelling, like especially Nidrolog. And there are world bands out there that, you know, they have never heard the word prog, but they definitely seem to fit into the category. I'm going to keep doing these shows. It's not all going to be prog. A lot of it will be. Because I just like that stuff. Can you tell? All right. Thank you, everyone. That's all for today. Come back and see me on How to Save Rock. Please hit like and ring the bell if you want to see some new shows that I've released. Bye, everyone.